I do. Okay, no, I don't want to
No,
film
you
this.
don't want to film that.
This is adventure part 2. This is what happens to the boat when Papa leaves
And we try to pack.
and we try to keep everything together in preparation for leaving ourselves. So while the deck is clean,
Hey, that's me.
so here we have clean decks and we're getting ready to go.
Pop on the dock. Popeye does all the work, but he's out at sea, so we have to do it. But it's much harder when he's gone, because we really need him to help us. Cause he's much stronger than us. But we can still do it, hopefully. But I don't think that will happen very easily without Papa. The main one. Let's get the forward one first. Okay. Okay. Let's get the back one on last. Yay! Higher.
Letting things go is hard. Letting people go is altogether harder. We knew that if we were going to make it out to sea as a family, we were going to have to let our captain go first. So we mustered up the courage to send Papa off on a training trip to the Bahamas, to let him learn what he needs to learn and to find what he needs to find to lead our family forward. We stayed behind to face our own challenges, like prepping the boat to leave for a visit with family while Papa is away, which included having to lift the dinghy onto the deck, a task we have never done without him. There were moments when we were saying goodbye and when we were raising the dinghy in the wind that we didn't think we could do it, but we managed somehow together as a crew. I realized watching our very capable boys figuring out how to secure the dinghy without hurting anyone, and at that same moment watching my husband of 15 years sailing out of sight, that letting people go is part of life, that soon the day will come when my children will sail away on their own adventures. It seems to me that letting go is a multivalent movement of the soul, a vital part of being a mother and of being human, that it is our universal calling to learn to love by letting go, not to love less for letting go, but to love truly.
Hi, we made it. You did. You guys did. You directed the whole operation so that we made it on to the deck with the dinghy, which
With barnacle-y colors.
was looking rather precarious at various points, especially with 20 to 25 knot gusts pushing it all over. But there we did. You can see way off in the distance, the train bridge is still open. That's because at the exact moment that we managed our first part of our adventure success, lowering the dinghy onto the deck without the help of Papa, had been turning circles in a boat waiting for trains to go by, made it through the bridge and on his way to his first adventure at sea. Quite a day.
This was a leap for all of us, a genuine leap of faith that we could embark on a journey into the unknown, do something that genuinely scares us. Traveling overland to visit family in the Midwest, I felt suspended above the abyss of the unknown as if I was the one at sea. Everything felt unstable and uncertain. But then Tom sent over a single picture from his first time out of sight of land, and suddenly everything was clear. I could sense in that picture everything we have been reaching for, the kind of hope that comes with a first wave of courage. And I remembered a poem by Emily Dickinson, which reveals the deep connection between the unknown and possibility. Because of course possibility dwells in the unknown, unfolds out of the unknown, and can only find you if you venture humbly and with courage into the unknown. I dwell in possibility, a fairer house than prose, more numerous of windows, superior for doors, of chambers as the cedars impregnable of eye, and for an everlasting roof, the gambrels of the sky. Of visitors the fairest, for occupation this, the spreading wide my narrow hands to gather paradise.